The house that remembered. Daniel moved into the old countryside house because he wanted peace. The village nearby was small, quiet, and strangely empty at night. Nobody asked him why he chose that place. Nobody welcomed him either. One old man only looked at him and said quietly, "If the house speaks, don't answer." Daniel smiled and ignored it. The house looked normal: dusty windows, wooden floors, and a narrow staircase. The first days were calm. Daniel unpacked, cleaned, and enjoyed the silence. Then things changed. One morning, a chair stood facing the wall, although he never moved it. Another day, a kitchen drawer remained open. At night, soft footsteps echoed above him. But there was no attic. Daniel searched every room. Nothing. One rainy night, he woke suddenly. His bedroom door was open. He always locked it. Outside the room, wet footprints slowly disappeared into the darkness. The whisper in the hall. Daniel followed the footprints, carrying only his phone flashlight. They stopped in the hallway and vanished completely. No water, no mud, just empty floor. He told himself he was imagining things. The next evening, he heard something different, a whisper. The room that shouldn't exist. Daniel pushed the door open. The room was small and empty except for one wooden chair facing the corner. Dust covered everything, but footprints crossed the floor. Fresh footprints. Someone had been inside. He turned to leave. The door slammed shut. Darkness. His flashlight died. Then came breathing. Not behind him. Not ahead. Everywhere. Daniel backed against the wall. Slowly the chair began turning. Nothing sat in it. Yet it moved. It stopped facing him. On the seat lay an old photograph. Daniel picked it up. It showed the house and a man standing outside. The man looked exactly like him. Written underneath, "Welcome home." The voice behind the walls. Daniel packed immediately. He carried his bags outside. The car wouldn't start. Again, nothing. Then he heard knocking. From inside the house, he looked. Every window was dark. Knock, knock, knock. Slowly he stepped closer. A voice came from inside the wall beside the front door. Soft, calm. "Why leave?" Daniel stepped back. The voice continued. "You came here." Silence. Then we waited. He ran to the village, but when he arrived, every house was empty. Doors open, lights on, no people. Only one message written on a wall. "You should have stayed." The village without people. Daniel searched all day. No cars, no animals, nothing moved. As evening came, fog covered the streets. Then he saw someone, a woman standing at the end of the road. She didn't move. Daniel called out. No answer. He walked closer, closer. She slowly raised her head. Her face was completely blank. No eyes, no mouth, only smooth skin. Daniel stumbled backward. Behind him, more people appeared, standing silently, watching. One by one, they pointed toward the house. The woman lifted her hand, and suddenly all of them whispered together, "Go back." The memory under the floor. Daniel returned. The front door opened by itself. Inside the house was warm, like someone had been waiting. He noticed a loose floorboard. Under it, a small box. Inside was a journal. Page after page described a man who moved into the house years ago. Same age, same job, same thoughts. The final page read, The house remembers everyone. Below that, a photograph. Daniel, standing asleep in his bedroom, taken yesterday. Then he heard footsteps upstairs, his own footsteps, slow, measured, walking above him. Daniel looked up and realized he was downstairs. The house that never empties. Daniel climbed the stairs one last time. At the end of the hallway stood the impossible room. Inside sat someone in the chair, facing away. Daniel stepped closer. The figure turned. It was him, older, tired, smiling. The other Daniel spoke quietly. "You finally arrived." The room became cold. The older version stood and walked past him, downstairs, toward the front door. Daniel ran after him, but the door closed, locked. Silence. Hours passed. Days. Daniel tried to escape. Nothing opened. Then, one night, he heard footsteps downstairs. A front door opening. Someone entering. A new voice, a new person. Daniel stood at the top of the stairs, and for the first time, he whispered,